Alright, HVAC people. So I'm going to be replacing this unit right here. I did post a video while I repaired a leak on the unit. Had a bad the condenser coil blew out on one of the U vents. Did fix it, and I'm gonna show you that it's still holding the pressure, but compressor grounded out, tripping the breaker. So that's what we call double dipping, folks. So I work for a company that wanted to try to repair it first. I'm gonna get paid for that initial repair. Now for to get paid for replacing the unit. Hey, it's nice of the beat. That's the way they want to do it. Because some people left a comment saying I should have went on and replaced the unit, but it's not up to me to replace the unit. So this is a repair. Now, about a week and a half later, we're gonna replace it. As you can see, the refrigerant pressure is still holding up, but it was tripping the breaker. I came over here a couple days ago, but now I'm gonna replace the condenser and put a Linux 454B system in here. So we're gonna have to put the module, because it has a Goodman furnace. So I hook the module up to the furnace for the alarm kit. All right. Right, that's the new condenser right there, 5-ton Linux. And I got all my copper cleaned up. Take loose the wires. I got my guys doing the evaporator coil on the inside. Alright, HVAC people, so that's what we got. Sorry about the light. Used to be a slab coil up here. So we got the new coil, new drain pan, new flow switch, and like I say, it's a Goodman unit, but this is the Linux kit. Just the wire coming from the thermostat. Let me show you. So they go to the thermostat. You hook it up regular, and this right here goes to the control board. You got one sensor at the evaporator coil for the 454B. All right, but everything looking good. All right, so that's 454B. Let's see, we low. Got low sub cooling. Hey, this stuff is very expensive out the gate, in my opinion. I don't know about the United States, but Texas definitely wasn't prepared for this. This stuff is very expensive. Most AC suppliers do not have 454B. They selling 454B equipment, but they don't even have a refrigerant for you to purchase. So it's getting kind of ridiculous. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get this unit charged up. $454B. Yeah, I quoted a job one day. I'm knowing it was going to take a couple more pounds of refrigerant. And I go pick up the refrigerant the next day, and the prices had doubled. I'm talking about R-22 liquid gold style prices. Like, man, y'all gotta be kidding me. Like I say, some suppliers, hey, you gotta buy equipment. Some suppliers, hey, we're gonna limit to 3. Some suppliers, we all out. We're not gonna get any more to the end of the cooling season. They saying they 12 weeks behind. So 454 crazy out here, folks. All right, but I'm gonna try to get this around 10 degrees sub cooling. I'm gonna call it a day. All right, HVAC people, we out. All right. So I got there right at about 9. I'm gonna get this up about 10 degrees sub cooling. Not gonna take too much more. much got that dialed in right where I want it. Like I say, about 10 degrees sub cooling. Hey, I was gonna compare this to R22. This might be more expensive than the R22 because some suppliers want $1,000 for these drums right here. As you can see, these are 20-pound drums. At least R22, they give you 30-pound drums. So this 10 lesser than R22. So this the new liquid gold right here. It's a lot more expensive per pound. Right, so I've been running probably about 5 minutes now. And I got exactly 10 degrees sub cooling on 454B. That's what we want. Transparent, let you know how much I paid for it. 454B, 20-pound cylinder. My price, $754. Like I say, HVAC people, that's the cheapest I can find it right now. I swear, I think last week it was like $500. Some AC suppliers, they out of it. There's another AC supplier that was selling for $1,000. So shop around, you know what I'm saying? Try to get it for the cheapest price, but I don't see it coming down anytime soon for 454B. Shout out to the EPA.